Or saying, bring your neck and our back in one straight line. Extend its right leg to on the mat at the back. Pull the foot down and let's push back, pushing back to the heel, elbows to the soft, getting that good stretch in your calf. Hold that stretch, should feel good on the body. From here, bending that knee, taking your foot up skyward, hold this right here, foot is flexed. Let's start to pulse it, pulse it, pulse it, like we're trying to put our footprint up on the ceiling. And hold. Find the stillness. From here, open up with the hips. Opening up the pelvis towards the windows. Your heel drawing somewhere close behind you. Take it there. Hold it. Try to keep your shoulders and chest with the mat as best as possible. Try to open your belly button up towards the windows. From here, let's add on circles. Exaggerate the circles with your knee. Breathe. Synchronizing your breath with your move. For me, it's an anti-clockwise direction with the circle. Check out what is it for you. Hold it right here, up here, knee in line with those hips. Bring the knee towards the mat. Take it up. Knee outside of the supporting knee towards the mat, not to the mat. And take it up. Bring it to the mat inside and outside of supporting knee. One more time, each way. Take it all the way up, hold it, reverse out that direction, the side that does not come natural for you. For me, here it is clockwise. Exaggerate this. And one more. Beautiful. Extend now that leg all the way to the back of the room. Your left hand away with it towards the mirror. Long line from fingertips to those toes. Holding, breathing, finding stillness. Soften your hand down. Taking this leg as high as it will go. Then towards the back corner of the room. Soften the ball of the foot down on the ground, on the mat. And take your gaze to the heel over your left shoulder. Over right there, still pushing actively back with the heel. Soften now that back knee onto the mat. Walk your hands back. Let's find our Bhuvukasana. Hold it right here. Breathing, stacking your knees as best as you can. Putting those arms all the way up. Back your back with your left hand. Hold it right here. Maybe just here. Maybe you take your other hand and hold it to your t-shirt perhaps. Or maybe you're reaching for your fingers. Whatever is within reach, literally. Once we're here, heavy with those shoulders. Breathing. Very balanced in our bodies. Bhuvukasana aims to set that right. So from here, releasing those fingers, putting those arms all the way up. As you exhale, hands coming down to the mat, let's uncross the legs and find our all fours position. Beautiful. Inhale, scoop the heart up. Exhale, gaze to your left pinky over the left shoulder. Inhaling, center. Exhale, gaze to the right pinky over right shoulder. And scoop it to the center. Hold this right here. Extend now with that left leg. All of the foot down and push back with the heel. Softness in your elbows. Midline of the body lifting away from midline of the mat. Hold this right here. Feel a nice stretch down the calf. It should feel good on the body. From here, floating it off. Flexing to that foot. Knee is bent. Let's put our footprint up on the ceiling and we stamp, stamp, stamp. Hold it right here and now just open up with those hips, shoulders and chest staying square to the mat as best as you can. We rotate around the middle, elbows soft, keep it just like so. Feel that ringing, that cinching happening around the waist. Beautiful. From here, let's make circles with the knee. For me, it is clockwise direction. Whatever side comes natural. One more. Beautiful. Hold that knee up, knee in line with those hips. Bring the knee down towards the mat. Take it up. Knee outside of the supporting knee. And take it out. It doesn't need to touch the mat. It's just the direction in which we are going. One more time each way. At your own pace. Hold it right here. And now let's reverse out that direction. For me, it'll be anti-clockwise. The side that does not come, the direction that does not come natural. One more time. Beautiful. Extend now with that leg. Nice long line away with the right hand. Long line from fingertips to your toes. Imagine someone's pulling on the fingers, someone's pulling on the toes. Nothing sloppy, floppy about the arm and leg. One more inhale. And exhale, soften that down. Take this leg all the way up. Reach nice and high. Then toward the back right corner of the room. And soften the foot down. Press, push back through the heel. Taking your gaze to that foot over your right shoulder. Beautiful. Now softening that knee down. Let's walk our hands back as we find our Gomukh Asana. No two people can be looking the same in any pose, and that's absolutely fine. We're working with various things in our bodies. Maybe your knee is quite high. Maybe the knee is stacked, whichever way. Throw this arm all the way up. Patting your back with your right hand. Maybe this left hand reaching for your t-shirt perhaps. Or maybe your fingers, whatever it is, hold it. Breathing, softening. Imbalance in our bodies, left versus right, top half versus bottom half. Gomukh Asana aims to bring balance into our bodies, helping with our posture, helping with our gait. Starting from here, releasing those fingers all the way up. Hands coming down to the mat. Let's uncross with those legs as we find our old pose position. Beautiful. Take the toes under. Take the knees off. The knees and shins hovering. Never locking through those elbows. Keeping those elbows soft. Protects our wrists, our elbows, our shoulders. From here, stepping it back into a plank. Beautiful. Holding. Think of the spread. Let's make some slight moves forward and back. Find stillness. Taking here your right hand under your face. Open up into your Vashisht Asana. Now options. You can drop the bottom knee down on the mat. It's a good modification. Maybe you stack your legs. Maybe you stagger them. Maybe you go into that 5-point start. Taking the top arm and leg all the way up. Extending, holding, breathing, wherever you are. Now take that top foot, place on the mat in front of you. Heel is in, toes pointed away. From here, inhaling, lifting to the side body, gaze and fingertips to the front end of the mat. And big sweep up and over, gaze and fingertips towards the back of the mat. Inhale, big rainbow sweep of that arm and it comes forward and back. One more. Whole length of our breath. Beautiful. Leg softens down, hand softens down, stepping it back into our plank. Beautiful. From here, take your left hand on your face, opening up here into our Vashisht Asana. For the other side, same deal, same modifications, same levels. Also reminding ourselves each side can be very different from the other. We work with what we have here and now. Wherever the top leg is, take it now to front of you. Heels pointed towards you, toes pointed away. Lift high with the side body, have your fingertips in your gaze. Go to the front end of the mat. Big sweep of that arm to take your fingertips and your gaze towards the back. Lifting and lowering to the side body, lift it all the way up forward. Soften it to the back. And one more time. Gaze softens down, hand softens down. Stepping it back into our plank. Big inhale. And wave the body all the way back, taking it into our downward facing dog. Push back with those sit bones. Try to empty out our weight from the hands and get heavier in those feet. Our wrists are not strong enough to take our weight. So we're getting the weight into those legs, in those feet. Feel your heels coming close to the mat. If they are on the mat, then they're trying to dig a little deeper. From here, pedal to the legs, bending one knee at a time. Taking your gaze from side wall to side wall, from under your arm. Taking out the edges in our bodies. And then find some stillness right here. Downward facing dog. Bending those knees, look, and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, into one chest lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, feel it all the way up. Vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone. Roll the shoulders back and down, feeling lifted in your tummy, feeling grounded with those feet. Arms alongside the body, softness in those knees. Tadasana, a nice, strong mountain pose. Putting those arms all the way up. Exhale, prayer hands, heart center. Hold it right here for a couple of breaths. Close your eyes, knees are soft. Bring to mind once again that intention you set for yourself at the beginning of the class. Treating ourselves. Life is too short for us to tolerate anyone who disrespects us, who does not appreciate us or value us. Remind yourself you are special, you are unique. We don't need to fit in a box. We don't need to check boxes. Keep those eyes open, so those arms all the way up. Exhaling for dive, coming all the way down. Inhaling into our chest, let hands slide up those shins. Exhale, fold, hands coming down, training those feet. Stepping it back into our plank, waving it forward. Shoulders over wrists, fingers beautifully spread. Lowering down into our chaturanga, knees lowered or they are hovering off the mat. Lifting up into our upward facing dog. Hips low, chest and gaze is high. And all the way back into our downward dog. Push back to the sit bones, always imagining we want to take the backs of the legs and stick them on that back wall. Put your right leg up and high, three-legged dog, all the way up, front point of the toe. Gaze, trying to find your toes hiding from your gaze. Big inhale. As you exhale, step it through between your hands. Drop it low with the head. Beautiful, this low lunge, back foot meets the front in our forward fold. Inhale, just lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, feel it all the way up. And prayer hands. Sweep it up. And dive. One breath, one move, trying to synchronize the two. Inhaling into our chest lift. Exhale, fold, hands coming down, training those feet, stepping back into our plank. Wave it forward, shoulders over wrist. Hold it, elbows soft. Nice natural stretch the fingers. Let's go through our flow here. Using modifications, our body needs. We use our own breath as a rhythm. At any point, if it becomes too much, from our high plank, we just wave it all the way back to our downward facing dog. From the left leg, up and high, three-legged dog. Strong point of that toe. Press down to the standing foot. Feel that beautiful opening up, that beautiful stretch in the right groin. One more inhale. As you exhale, stepping through between your hands for this low lunge, dropping it low with those hands, lifting it high, gravity take lower the weight of your leg, getting a good stretch in the right psoas muscle and the quad. Gaze softens down, back foot meets the front. Inhaling the chest lift, exhale, fold, inhale, float it up. Beautiful. And prayer hands, heart center. Sweep it up. Let's come into this Ardha Kadija cross now. Left arm softens alongside the body as we get this nice, beautiful side body opening. Gaze softens up skyward, floating it all the way up. And take it the other side. It's not about bringing control to the body, float it up. It's about bringing freedom to it. All the freedom it needs. Opening up from here, cactus arms. lifting to the heart, feeling that pinch between the shoulder blades. Sweep it all the way up. And swan dive. Inhale into our chest lift. Exhale, fold, hands coming down, training those feet, stepping it back into a plank. Let's go through this flow. On downward facing dog. Push back the sit bones every time in downward dog. Remind yourself to take those sit bones further back. We scan through our body. Hold. From here, go to your right leg, up and high, three-legged dog, gaze trying to find your toes hiding from the gaze, dropping lower with the chest. One more inhale, exhaling knee to nose, hold. Inhale, sweep all the way up, three-legged dog. Exhaling knee to nose and hold it right here, knee close to chest, like your chest is swallowing that knee. Knee to nose, into chest, heel to the groin. Gaze softens between your hands, foot softens between your hands, dropping low with the head as you open up into a dragonfly twist. Right hand and your gaze goes all the way up skyward, pushing forward and low with the hips. Feeling that nice stretch happen in the leg, in the lower body, feeling this beautiful twist in your upper body. Breathing, one more inhale. As you exhale, gaze softens down, hands softens down, step through this foundation. Floating off with those hands as you lift all the way up into our Antonette, our crescent lunge. Building our poses always from ground upwards. Dropping low with those hips. Breathing nice and deep, finding depth in our poses. One more inhale. From here, softening that back heel down. As we find our Virabhadrasana 1, we increase the base of the foundation, feel the stability. If you find the outer edge of the foot peeling off, press it down, feel that engagement, come up that leg, across your tummy, your chest, all the way up to your fingertips. Strong, powerful pose. One more inhale. As you exhale, soften your hands behind you, interlacing those fingers, guiding your hands down your back. As you lift the heart, exhale, hinges forward. Coming here in your humble warrior, your Virabhadrasana. Shoulder is inside of the knee. Feel the pressure point between the two. Stay nice and low. Remind ourselves we have two legs. Let's not kill this front one. Press down to that back foot. Feel that engagement in the quad. Feel that kneecap slightly lift. Beautiful. Holding here, breathing here. Inhaling, pushing away from here. Lift it all the way back up. Releasing the hands from behind you. Start to straighten out this front leg. Sweeping your arms all the way up. Tipping it slightly back, find the length in your body. Exhaling, hinging, coming down halfway. Fingertips towards the mirror. Press down through both feet. Feel the length in your spine. We take it into our revolved triangle. Up Parivritta Trikonasana. Left hand softens down. And right hand circles all the way up skyward. Rotate deeply with your chest. Hold it as some weight. We're releasing to the left hand into the mat. But not all of it. It's there for some support, it's there for some balance. Rotating nice and deep. Note how that back knee tries to flatten and straighten it out. One more inhale. As you exhale, gaze softens down, hands softens down, please come into our pyramid pose. Lengthening out, draping that body down over this leg. Inhale and lifting up onto your fingertips. Exhale, drape it low. Inhale, lift to fingertips. Exhale, drape it low, stay down, holding it right here. Breathing. Bring the torso right out of your hips, all the way up to the crown of the head. Option here, taking your hands towards the back of the mat, fingertips pointing to the back wall, hold it right here. Helps to remove the weight from our hands and get heavier here. Helps us to go into deeper stretch. Beautiful. Gaze at that front foot. Hands come to frame it. Bending your front knee, back foot meets the front right here in your forward fold. Inhale into chest lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, breathing it all the way up. Bring hands, hearts into subversity. Beautiful. Slow it up. And smooth dive. Inhale into chest lift, side of the shins. Exhale, fold, hands coming down, turning those feet, stepping back into our plank. We wave it forward, shoulders over ribs. We go through our flow. As always, we use modifications of what it means. We use our own breath as a rhythm. Push back with those sit bones. Find length in your spine, length in those arms and legs. Breathing nice and deeply. Our downward facing dog, our Uttanasana, is the ultimate stretch for the back of the body. Not just your back, but your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, and your Achilles tendons. From here, floating the left leg, up and high, three-legged dog, all the way up. Strong point of that toe, fingers are spread, elbows are soft, remind yourself of that. Press down through that back foot, nice and strong. One more inhale. Exhaling, knee to nose. Touch. Inhale, foot all the way up. Whole range of motion end to end. Knee to nose and hold it right chin this time. Knee to nose, chin to chest, heel to grind. Gaze softens between your hands. Foot softens between your hands, dropping it nice and low as we open up into our dragonfly twist. Open up with the left hand with your gaze. Rotate it nice and deeply, pushing low and forward with those hips. Breathe. Slow inhale. As you exhale, gaze softens down, hand softens down. Set always your foundation. And float those arms off the mat as you take it all the way out. Coming into your Anjaneyasana. Breathing, coming back to our center, our strength, our breath. One more inhale. Slowly soften that back heel down. Put it in 45 degrees. Virabhadrasana 1. Strong, powerful pose. Feeling it in every fiber of the body. Adding on here with a sprinkle of humility. Big inhale. Soften your hands behind you. Inhale, lift into the heart. Exhale, lift forward, coming right here. This is Virabhadrasana, our humble warrior. Unlike all the other warrior poses, let me practice a far-reaching drishti, a far-reaching gaze. Here is that inward gaze, valuing this few rare moments of introspection. Amidst movement, noise, chaos, on the mat or in life, we find our quiet space. Beautiful. From here, floating it off, pushing off from the mat, power in those legs as you lift all the way back up. Releasing those hands, straightening out that front leg, sitting the lungs up. Tilting slightly back. Find the length in your body. Exhaling, hinging it. Coming down halfway, just halfway. Hold it. Press down through both feet. Feel the length in your spine. Taking it into that reverse triple triangle. Your Trikonasana. Right hand softens down. Left hand circles all the way up. Line from one hand to the other. Feel that beautiful stretch happen in the left glute, in the left outer thigh. Feel the rotation happening around the middle. A beautiful spinal twist. Breathing. Go inhale. As you exhale, gaze softens down, hand softens down, forearm pyramid pose. Hold right here. Inhale, lifting up on the fingertips. Exhale, bring it down. Work with your breath. Inhale, and coming a little up. Exhale, going over. Each exhale maybe takes you a little deeper. Hold it. Walking your hands towards the back of the mat, fingertips pointing to the back, finding this pyramid pose. Finding depth in our pyramid pose. So you're coming to your gaze, that foot. Bring your hands, framing this foot, bending this front knee, coming here into this low lunge. Back foot, mixed up crunch here in our forward fold. Inhaling one chest lift. Exhale, fold, knee deeply bend, hands on the ground under your face. Keeping your left hand just right there, spreading the fingers, bending your left knee. Climb the right hand up the left arm, all the way up. Beautiful. Hold this twist. Line from one hand to the other. Right leg is straight. Feeling a stretch down the right leg. Left knee is bent. Gaze softens down, hand softens down, straightening up the leg. Right hand sits down, fingers stretch out, bend deeply with this right knee as you climb your left hand up your left arm, cross your collarbones all the way up skyward. Hold this. Breathe. Finding a little more depth, finding a little more leverage perhaps in this twist. As we breathe here, hold here. Head softens down, hand softens down. Inhale, you want chest lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. And prayer hands, heart center. Sweeping it up. And let's take that T-twist towards the windows. Nice and long with those arms. Fingertips to fingertips. Floating it all the way up. T-twist to the other side. Towards the door. Long line. Sweep it up. And swan dive, coming all the way down. Inhaling into our chest lift. Exhale, fold, hands coming down, training the speed, stepping it back into our plank. We go through this flow. Beautiful. Holding, breathing. Put this right leg up and high, three-legged dog, all the way up, skyward. Exhaling, knee to the left elbow, touch. Sweep it all the way up. Knee to the right elbow, making that contact perhaps. Sweep it all the way up. Exhaling, knee to nose, hold it right here. Gaze softens between your hands, foot softens between your hands. Opening up here, dragonfly twist, just briefly. Soften that back knee down onto the mat. And from here, footing that foot off, maybe reaching for the foot, or maybe just pointing towards the foot, whatever is within our reach. Literally hold it, pushing on forward with those hips. Breathing, rotating over with the chest. From here, we're going to transition into our pyramid pose. So releasing that foot, tucking the back toes under, big sweep of this back arm up and over as we start straightening up with those legs. Big sweeping move. Coming back here into this pyramid pose. Hold it, a revisit of it. We were here just a moment ago. Hold it. Nice and long to the spine, long to the body. Gaze to that front foot. Bending that front knee, transitioning from here into your standing split. Floating that back foot off. Beautiful transfer of weight happening. Gaze up at that foot. Toes going as high as we can. This may not be a standing split by any measure, but it is ours. We know and accept every time we get on the mat, we have a different edge to work towards. Dropping lower with the crown of the head. From here, taking your gaze down to the mat, softness in the standing knee. Slowly floating the hands off to come into your prayer and to lift it all the way up. Draw knee into the chest. Take it all the way here. And just open up into your Vrikshasana. Maybe the foot is high above against your thigh. Maybe the foot is a little lower at your inner calf. Maybe your toes are resting down on the mat with the heel touching against your legs. Whatever it is, work it to the levels. Grow your branches nice and tall. Breathe, hold. Bring the knee to the center one more time. Float it up. Exhaling, coming into your warrior three. Hinge forward, arms alongside the body. All the way back with that leg. Softness in that standing knee. Option to hold it still. Option to bend and straighten the standing leg. It's an option. And then take your hands down to the mat. Set it down into a low lunge. From here, knee to your face, right knee to your face. Extend toes to the back wall. Knee to the face. Extend toes to back wall. One more time. In this hovering plank, stepping it through between your hands, lifting up, high lunge, and take a back bend as you'll open up with the chest. Exhale, hands coming down, framing that foot, stepping it back into plank or even a hovering plank. Either way, we go through our flow. Breath into here. Our refueling station. Fueling up our bodies. In and out. Minding ourselves, getting heavier in the feet, emptying out the weight in the hands. Floating your left leg up and high, three-legged dog, all the way up. Strong point of that toe. Exhaling, knee to the right elbow, contact. Sweep it all the way up. Knee to the left elbow. We don't cut corners, we go end to end. The whole range of this motion. There's no corners in this one to be cut. Knee to your nose. Hold it. Gaze softens between your hands. Foot softens between your hands. Dropping low with the head coming to the dragonfly twist. Hold it just briefly. Breathing. Using it for transition. Softening that back knee down on the mat. Maybe just pointing to the back of the room with your mat with your fingers. Or maybe you flip that foot off and hold the foot close to you. Either way, you're right there. Or you're here. Either way, hold it. A nice deep stretch in the quad. Pushing low and forward with those hands. Getting that deeper stretch in the hip flexor, that psoas muscle. Breathing, elbow tucked behind you. Opening up to the chest. You're going to transition to pyramid. So gaze up and down. Releasing that foot. Tucking the back toes under. Ready to make a big sweeping move of this back arm to frame your foot as you straighten out both legs. Coming into our pyramid pose. Hold it. Breathing. Always remind yourself to be kind to your body. Each side is different from the other, and that's absolutely fine. We work with what we have here and now. Beautiful. Pulling back with the glutes, with the left glute eating slightly forward the right one, trying to square off in your hips. Gaze at that foot. You're going to transition from here into your standing legs. Pushing off to that back foot, and leg all the way up. Lift it higher, finding the toes hiding from the gaze. Lifting up, finding depth. Breathing. Taking your gaze now down to the floor. Prayer hands coming together as we float it up. Coming all the way up, knee towards the chest, prayer hand heart center. And we find that Trikoda Vrikshasana. Maybe lower, maybe somewhere there, maybe it's at your inner thigh. Wherever it is, maybe it's not your bowels that's challenging you, maybe it's some trauma in your body, maybe it's the fabric of your yoga pants, whatever it is. Let's work with what we have here and now. Breathing, holding, growing those branches, bring the knee to the front, and let's hinge it back to find our warrior three. I'll go to Grasshopper 3, the pinnacle of all warrior poses. Same option, holding this warrior pose still, or you're bending and straightening that standing leg. Whichever the case may be, that back leg resisting gravity, staying in line with the rest of the body. Hands coming down, framing that foot, step it down into your low lunge, drop low with the hips high with the chest. Knee get to your nose, extend toes to the back wall. Knee to your nose. Extend toes to back wall one more time. Hold it right there. And step it through between your hands for your crescent lunge. Drop low with the hips. Turning the arm all the way up. Getting a nice back foot and lift up to your heart. Feel it with somewhere behind you. Hands coming down, framing that foot. Stepping it back to plank or even a hover plank. And we go to the floor at any point that becomes too much. We just wave the body from the plank all the way back. Downward facing dog. Breathing, holding. Inhaling, lifting higher to the ball of the foot, heels off the mat. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhaling, lift it off. Exhale to ground. Bend the knees deeply, drop low with the crown of the head, one knee to a nice long spine. Straighten out the legs, slight bend in the knees, look, and step to front of the mat. Inhaling, one chest lift, exhale, fold. Walk it out a couple of inches apart, feet approximately hip width apart, hold it right here, interlacing those fingers, we're coming into our half chair. Drop low with those hips. and take those palms forward. Push away, hold it in this half chair position. Hold it from here. Drop it low with the ribs brushing the thighs. Your face, your chest inside of your arms. Elbows out to the side wall. Base of index fingers pushing towards the mirror. Hold it. From here, releasing those fingers. Brush the outside of our feet with our fingertips. Lift it all the way up into our Tadasana, prayer hands heart center. Maybe float those heels off the mat. Soften the heels down, send it back. Arms extended in this Utkatasana. Strengthening the muscle of the chest, the spine, the hips. Prayer hands heart center. Power in your legs as you straighten up. Maybe floating those heels off. Perhaps soften heels down. Extend away like those arms and one more time. Your own pace. Using your breath. Maybe from here. Into the Kakasana. Breathing, holding. Hands heart center. Heels go closer. Hold it. Breathing. One more inhale. As you exhale, twisting to the right elbow outside of the knee. Hold it. Twist nice and deep. Knees coming together. Note that left knee will always try to sneak past the right, pull it back. Align those knees so that your hips stay aligned. Untwist to the center. Exhale, twist it the other way. Same feel, pull back to the right knee. Up, Paramita Utkatasana. Strengthening the middle, lower back, increasing the flexibility throughout the spine. Untwist to center. Extend away from the lungs. One more inhale. As we exhale, now coming down, training that the feet stepping it back into our plank. Hold it right here. Fingers beautifully spread. Weight the body all the way back. Downward facing dog. Weight all the way forward and plank. Weight all the way back. And wave it forward. Then knees now soften to hover. Hold this. Fingers are spread. Elbows soft. Knees and shins hovering. Soften down with the knees. Lengthening all the way down to the mat as you come down. With your tummy and your chest. Tops of feet on the mat. Hands under the shoulders. Forehead down. Elbows hugging the ribcage. Inhaling, lifting up into our Bhujangasana. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, lifting. Beautiful. Stay right here. Extend arms alongside the body. Interlacing those hands behind you. Feel that pinch between the shoulder blades. Slowly float the shoulders off, the head off the mat. Maybe the legs off the mat. And your arms off your back as you come into your Shalabhasana, your locust pose. We hold this position. We don't hold our breath. So breathe. Full breath here. Beautiful. Slowly softening. Releasing those hands from behind you. Taking a pillow with the backs of your hands, resting your forehead onto it. Bending those knees. Window wide with those legs side to side. As we shimmy to the hips. A beautiful release in our lower back. And from here, releasing those legs, tucking the toes under, slide away the hands under your shoulders, pushing up from the mat. Sit bones down as you swing the legs forward. Bending through your right leg, exhale away with that left leg. Hold right here for our Janushirshasana. Control to the body. Lengthen our both weight supported through both sit bones. And release down. Notice that slight twist towards this leg as though you're trying to align the midline of your body over the midline of your leg. Imagine it so. And then sweep it up, slide the hands outside of the leg on the mat. Bring this knee up, Holding onto it with the right arm and taking twist. Nice and deep. Soften down with the shoulders. Breathe in. And untwist to center. Extending away with this right leg. And left leg in. Hold this right here. Heels out all the way up. And exhale, hinge it to find your Janushishasana. Staying as low as we can. If you're higher in the range, so be it. Reminding ourselves we work with what we have here and now, and a whole lifetime of cultural habits. Maybe some injuries, maybe some trauma in the body, whatever it is, we're working with it. Slowly sliding all the way up, picking up this knee, hugging it close to your chest, wrapping the right arm around it, slow this left arm up and over, getting this twist here. Untwist to the center. Both feet on the mat. And shoulders back, extend away with those arms, putting the feet up, folding right hip briefly, Anavasana, just briefly. Open your hands, feet and knees, chin tucked in, and just slow down vertebrae by vertebrae. Draw the knees into the face, forward right here. Softening down with the shoulders. Soften the feet down. As we lift up into our bridge or our wheel pose, whatever it may be. If you're in the wheel pose, you know where you're going. If you're in the for that bridge, lifting the hips off, backing the shoulders under, interlacing those fingers, lifting high up with those hips. Breathe. Beautiful. Releasing, relaxing of all the muscles along the front side of the body. Feeling that engagement of more muscles all on the underside. Those are our postural muscles, helps us with our balance, with our gait. Releasing the fingers, untuck with the shoulders, coming back down vertebrae by vertebrae onto the mat. Bring the knees in towards the face, give it a hug, and then extend the legs up for this Viparita Karani waterfall. Maybe it's that shoulder stand, maybe it's that cloud pose. Taking it to what feels good to you here and now. Doesn't matter what we usually do every class. Maybe it's not so today, and that's absolutely fine. It doesn't define us. Slide the hands up the backs of the legs as we open up into our happy baby. A gentle rock from side to side, breathing into the mat with our backs. Nice, passive, gentle opening here for the hips. Placing those ankles, crossing your right leg over the left, opening up your arms in T position, taking your knees towards the toes, taking your gaze towards the windows. Using the shoulders, those elbows, the knuckles. Yourself, just release it here. Here to the body. Here, coming to center with those knees nice and easy. And cross those legs, crossing them the other way. Taking our knees towards the windows, gaze towards the doors. Our full body twist. Bring yourself just melt and dissolve here. Breath, softening our body, yourself. Come back to that nice natural flow of air in our body. Coming back to center with our knees. Nice and easy. Cross those legs, extending them the whole length. Arms alongside the body, palms facing up. Soften your toes towards the corners of the mat. Closing your eyes. Give yourself this permission